So he had safety experience. He played a little safety with the Ravens, right? And so ultimately they said like, no, just play on the outside. They didn't really do much in the slot with him either. They threw Marlon Humphrey in there, which is a good example of an outside corner having the flexibility to play inside a little bit, right? But that hasn't necessarily been Stevens. He's been an outside corner with the flexibility to play safety. So I think with that in mind, it likely looks like Sauce Gardner on the outside, continuing his role, the best, man cover that they have. They're going to play a lot of man. He's going to love that. He's going to love, again, get his hands on people early. I think that you're probably going to have Azareye'h Thomas on the outside as well. I don't think he is very athletic. However, I think that his best skill set, if you want to make somebody comfortable early on, is you just play them on the outside. I don't think Aaron Glenn is going to be scared about playing a rookie or starting a rookie on the outside. He's done it before. And so I do think Azareye'h Thomas will get that starting spot on the outside. So with that in mind, you're wondering, okay, well, what happens to all the money you spent on Stevens? This is where I think it gets interesting. I think that you go Cisco Stevens on the back end at safety, with Stevens rotating with Malachi Moore, and then we get to the slot. As much as Malachi Moore was a day 3 pick, and you can say like, oh, day 3 sometimes means they're going to take a little bit of a while to develop. Malachi Moore is ready. He's ready to go. He had a lot of playing experience at Alabama, playing since I think freshman year. He's ready to go. He'll be playing. I think what you're going to likely see is he's going to be rotating in at safety with Stevens, and then that nickel role. So I think you're going to see Michael Carter, and I think you're going to see Malachi Moore rotating in that nickel role. I know that might sound annoying because it might sound like Michael Carter's not going to get as much playing time as before, but I think that's just the way that their defense is. If you notice the way that he uses Brian Branch in the nickel, use a couple other bigger DBs in that nickel role. Michael Carter can tackle. Michael Carter's a great nickel corner, but I think he doesn't necessarily meet those physical requirements that it seems like the Lions tended to have for that role. And so I do think that it could be a rotation of him and Malachi Moore